How's it going, people? For today's video, we're going to be reviewing the new prickly patroller Ramirez soldier. I was able to get her as a reward from the Raptor Wrangler quest line, which is only 3 quests. For the first one, you'll have to tame 2 dinos, and all you got for that one was gold. For the second one, you'll have to ride a raptor for at least 1,000 meters, and that only took a couple of minutes. And once you complete that one, you'll get the epic version of the new primal shotgun. And for the third quest, you'll have to kill 50 husk while riding any wildlife. That can also be done within a couple minutes. And once we completed that third quest, we got prickly patroller Ramirez as a reward. And we did get the legendary version of her. Anyways, here's what she looks like when you first get her and when you max her out, because she doesn't come with the back bling, unfortunately. So this is what she looks like when you first get her and when she's maxed out. When it comes to her abilities, she has Shockwave, Warcry, and Frag Grenade. Her new standard perk is called Prickly, and that'll make enemies take 10 base damage whenever they land melee attacks. And her commander perk deals 15 base damage plus an additional 5 base damage per second for 3 seconds whenever enemies land melee attacks. For our loadout, we're going to use the Slow Your Roll team perk, because I think that's going to help us while we test out her commander perk. And for our support team, we have Prehistoric Iza, Paleo Luna, Arlene Iza, The Ice Queen, and Hybrid. The reason I included Hybrid is because I want to see if he extends the duration of Prickly's commander perk. I want to see if it'll last longer than 3 seconds. So yeah, this is the loadout we're going to use while we test it. And the mission we're going to do is this power level 140 Ride the Lightning, and Cookies is going to be helping us out. So before we do anything, I do want to see if she has voice lines.
Heads up, people! Back in action. Team, get moving! Take her! Take her! Aerial assault! Okay. Watch for the dive attack! Heads up! Take her! Smash her! On the move! All hands on deck, we gotta take her! Watch the smashers!
Damn right, watch for smashers. Sneak some.
Watch out for takers!
Hey, that shirt was hilarious, and that baby was illiterate.
The hell, Dennis?
Someone distract that smasher! What to build? Smasher! Boom!
So yeah, those are a couple of her voice lines. She pretty much has the same voice lines as the original Ramirez. So before we test it out, I do want to see if having Hybrid will increase the duration of the affliction damage our commander perk deals. So let's see if it lasts longer than 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Nope. So it doesn't look like Hybrid's going to increase the duration of your commander perk affliction. I also want to show an example of her standard and commander perk. Let's go ahead and let this husky hit us and see how much husky. Oh, he wanted some chicken. Oh, no, he's leaving. Alright, well, we can test it on somebody else then. Here's what happened. Oh. And here's what happened. Poof. I guess, I don't know. Here's what it looks like when regular husk attack you. Looks like it took about 30% of their health away. Almost half of their health away from one of them. And here's the second hit. So it's going to take 3 melee attacks to kill regular husk. Let's go and see how much damage we deal versus the husky. So not really good when it comes to huskies. I also want to see what it looks like versus Mist Monsters. And I don't think it's really going to be useful against Mist Monsters, but let's go ahead and see how much damage it deals versus this Taker. So yeah, it probably took maybe 5% of his health away. Here's how much damage it dealt versus the Blaster. And here's what her commander perk looks like versus a Smasher. So let's see how much damage this one deals. Oh, you can barely even see the damage. See, it's pretty much useless when it comes to Mist Monsters. Definitely useless when it comes to Smashers. But that's what her commander perk looks like versus different types of husk. Let's see what happens when I jump in this group of husk. For science. Yeah, it's not going to be powerful enough to just have you stand AFK. So, although her commander perk doesn't deal a whole lot of damage versus high power level miss monsters, she's actually really good when it comes to the lower power level missions. We're in a power level 15 destroy the encampment right now, and we did that entire encampment just using our commander perk. So if you end up going to Stonewood or Plankerton to do a V-Buck mission, you can just equip this hero and you should be able to kill most of the husks by just standing there. So she's not completely useless, people. But as you saw earlier, not really good when it comes to the higher level missions. I also want to see if it applies to wildlife. So it does look like they did take some damage, and they're also taking affliction damage. So wildlife will take damage whenever they attack you as well. And like I said earlier, when it comes to her abilities, she has the grenade, the shockwave, and she also has war cry. I kind of wish she had minigun instead of the frag grenade. And the shockwave's been buggy. Like, look at that. Look, that's a perfect example. First try. Shockwave's been really buggy lately. Oh! My shockwave is a case study in failure. I see they still haven't fixed that yet. Shockwave. Look, it just did it again. Oh my goodness. Don't feel bad. Birds aren't real anyway. Oh! Shockwave, I hate you. I hate you, Shockwave. It's the third time in our very first mission it has failed us. You're embarrassing me, Shockwave. There we go. Oh, yep, look, it just failed us again. I'm out of here. 100% of the time, it works half the time. But yeah, when it does work, I do like Shockwave. I do like Warcry. Just kind of wish she had the minigun instead of frag grenade. But yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to her perks and abilities. I do want to see if Willow increases the damage of our commander perk. So we changed hybrid to Willow, and we're going to see how much damage we deal now. So last time it took 3 hits to kill the regular husk, and it looks like it's going to take 3 hits again. So Willow's not going to buff your damage either. So you may want to avoid using hybrid and Willow in your support team, unless you want to increase the damage of your abilities. And we did change our loadout for this mission. Now we're just trying to reduce the cooldown and buff our abilities. So now we're using the Happy Holidays team perk. And for our support team, we're going to be using Undercover Bond, Steel Wool Carlos, Special Forces Banshee, Shock Trooper Renegade, and Colonel Wildcat. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and start the mission.
Okay, everything looks over here. Oh, sorry.
So when it comes to the new Prickly Ramirez hero, I would have to say she's not really going to be that useful as your commander. There's a lot of other commanders that are better, especially in high power level zones. I wouldn't really recommend using her. I suppose you could use her in your support team while using Swamp Knight, but even then I kind of feel like you'd still be better off using something else. But she definitely felt useful when I went down to the lower power level zones. So that may be what you want to use her. But when it comes to high power level missions, she's not really going to be that good as your commander. When it comes to her abilities, Warcry is definitely useful. But Frag Grenade's not really one of the best abilities. And Shockwave is really bugged at the moment. Let's see if we can get it to work. Oh, it worked that time, but 100% of the time, it works half the time. Or at least that's what it's been like on when we used it on Twitch the past few days. It like works maybe half the time. Let's go ahead and use another one.
I've been having a struggle on mine.
And this isn't the only ability that's bugged. I believe Seismic Smash is also bugged. So yeah, those are my first impressions of Prickly Ramirez. For those who have gotten her, let us know what kind of loadout you all came up with, and let us know what you all think about her. Let's go use another Warcry. But she does seem like she's more of a melee hero, which we don't really have that many melee soldiers. The only reason I say that is because you're supposed to like take a lot of hits in order to take advantage of her commander perk. So she does sort of feel like a melee soldier. I think the only other one we have is Breakbeat Wildcat. So we don't really have that many of these. But I would still... Oh! Cookie, look at this. You see this?
Yeah, I saw it.
What the hell is he doing? He's doing the worm, bruh. What the hell was that?
I don't know.
He was doing the worm, bruh. But yeah, I would still recommend getting her because obviously this is the first time she's been available. And as of right now, you can't recruit her in the collection book. So I would definitely recommend getting her. I did hear you could get her from Birthday Llamas, but I was unable to get her when I opened a few Birthday Llamas the other day. So you may want to go ahead and do the quest line. It only takes like 40 minutes to do. Alright, next wave. We got fire enemies on this one.
Yep, I'll try my best to avoid them and try to destroy as much as we can.
Speaking of quest line, I was a little let down with this quest line. Spoiler alert, by the way. We're about to talk about it. There wasn't any voice line. I don't recall there being any voice lines when we streamed it on Twitch. So I'm not sure if this is going to be something we can expect to see from now on. Like whenever we get a new quest line, there may not be any more voice lines or dialogue with it. So I was a little disappointed by that. Or I should say I was sort of expecting dialogue, and I was sort of surprised to see we didn't even get any with this quest line. So not one of the best quest lines in my opinion. I did like how it was sort of short, so it only took us 40 minutes to get her. We were able to complete all quests within just one mission. So it's not too difficult when it comes, or time consuming when it comes to getting the new hero and the new shotgun.
Oh, he almost killed me.
Speaking of which, we are going to review the shotgun within the next couple of days. We're going to have to wait unless we can find somebody else who gets the other weapons early, maybe from a Birthday Llama or something. Otherwise, we're just going to have to wait till the other two weapons go to the event store, which is going to be next Wednesday and the Wednesday after. And that'll be the AR and the SMG.
Wow, really?
Yeah, so we'll review those most likely when they come out in the event store. But yeah, overall, I am surprised. I'm very surprised that we got a new hero and new weapon set. I was not expecting it with this week's update. And I'm hoping they continue giving us new things. But yeah, that'll do it for our first Prickly Ramirez gameplay. Again, be sure to let us know what you all think about her. And let us know what you all think about the primal weapons as well, for those of you who have tried them. But yeah, that'll do it for this one. Big shout out to Cookie for helping us out. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.